Hello students, in the last video we discussed chapter 2 of the story The Key by Satyajit Ray. Today we are going to continue with the same chapter, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at the story so far. Feluda, Topshe and Mr. Samadar travel to Radharaman's house in Bamungachi, passing through Jessore Road. There they are greeted by Anukul, who is a long-time servant and stays there to manage the entire property. Mr. Moni shows the German lock on the bedroom door, which operates with the unique 4-number combination that actually intrigues Feluda, who is the detective. Feluda examines the entire room, which is filled with various musical instruments, but he doesn't find any immediate clues. There, they are joined by Mr. Abani Sen, who is a florist, along with his son Sadhan, who often spends time with Radharaman. Also, Mr. Sen mentions a new character here, Surajit Das Gupta, who is a musical instrument collector and interested in buying Radharaman's instruments. And the most important remark is being made by Sadhan that actually confuses everyone in the house present there. And what did he say? He says that he has heard his grandfather Radharaman playing an instrument which adds an unexpected layer of mystery, as Radharaman's family, including Mr. Samadar, believe that Radharaman has actually given up playing instruments long ago. So this is all what we discussed in the last video, and we are going to continue from this end. So let's continue with chapter 2 now. Here Feluda talks to Anukul and he gets to know about a stranger's visit before Radharaman's death and also the discovery of Radharaman's death. Did a stranger come and see him before he died? The same man who came yesterday? Yes, sir. He spoke to my master in this room. When did he first come? The day he died. What? That same day? Mr. Samadar couldn't hide his surprise. Yes, sir. Anukul had tears in his eyes. He wiped them with one end of his chadar and said in a choked voice, I came in here soon after that gentleman left to tell my Babu that the hot water for his bath was ready, but found him asleep. At least I thought he was sleeping until I found I just couldn't wake him up. Then I went to Sen Babu's house and told him. Yes, that's right, Mr. Sen put in. I rang Mr. Samadar immediately and told him to bring a doctor. This paragraph talks about the arrival of Surajit Das Gupta, a new character. A car stopped outside. Anukul left to see who it was. A minute later, a man entered the room and introduced himself as Surajit Das Gupta. He had a long and drooping moustache, broad sideburns and thick unruly hair. He wore glasses with a very heavy frame. Mr. Sen pointed at Mr. Samadar and said, You should speak to him, Mr. Das Gupta. He is Radharaman Babu's nephew. Surajit Das Gupta took out a postcard from the inside pocket of his jacket and passed it on to Mr. Samadar. In the subsequent passages, we get the details of the sale agreement. I leaned across and read what was written on it. Please come and meet me between 9 and 10 a.m. on 18 September. All my musical instruments are with me in my house. You can have a look when you come. Feluda turned it over to take a quick look at the address. Minerva Hotel, Central Avenue, Calcutta 13. Das Gupta offers Rs 2,000 in total but claims Radharaman has preferred cash over a check. Mr. Samadar asked, What did you and my uncle discuss that morning? Well, I had come to know about Radharaman Samadar only after I read an article by him that was published in a magazine for music lovers. So I wrote to him and came here on the 18th as requested. There were 2 instruments in his collection that I wanted to buy. We discussed their prices and I made an offer of 2000 rupees for them. He agreed and I started to write out a check at once, but he stopped me and said he would much rather have cash. I wasn't carrying so much cash with me, so he told me to come back the following Wednesday. On Tuesday, I read in the papers that he had died. Then I had to leave for Dehradun. I got back the day before yesterday. Dasgupta reiterates his interest in purchasing 2 instruments, offers rupees 2000 in cash, stating urgency due to his return to Dehradun the next day. I see, I can assure you, Mr. Samadar, your uncle was fine when I left him. Anyway, it shouldn't be difficult for you to make a decision about my offer. I have got the money with me. He took out his wallet. Here's 2000 in cash. It would help if I could take the 2 instruments away today. I have to return to Dehradun tomorrow. That's where I live, you see. I do research in music. Surajit Dasgupta identifies the instruments he wishes to purchase: a Kamanche, an Iranian instrument, and melochord, a rare English instrument no longer in production. Which 2 do you mean? Mr. Dasgupta rose and walked over to one of the instruments hanging on the wall. This is one. It's called Kamanche. It's from Iran. I knew about this one but hadn't seen it. It's quite an old instrument. And the other was? Mr. Dasgupta moved to the opposite end of the room and stopped before the same instrument Sadhan had been playing with. This is the other instrument I wanted, he said. It's called melochord. It was made in England. It is my belief that the manufacturers released only a few pieces, then stopped production for some reason. I had never seen it before, and since it's not possible to get it anymore, I offered 1000 for it. Your uncle agreed to sell it to me for that amount. Now Feluda intervenes and denies Dasgupta's request to purchase the instruments, citing lack of evidence for the agreement. Sorry, Mr. Dasgupta, but you cannot have them, said Feluda firmly. Who are you? He asked dryly. He is my friend, Mr. Samadar replied, and he is right. We cannot let you buy either of these. You must appreciate the reason. After all, there is no evidence, is there, that my uncle had indeed agreed to sell them at the price you mentioned. Mr. Dasgupta stood still like a statue, without saying a word. Then he strode out of the room as quickly as he could. Feluda examines the instruments, noting their unique craftsmanship. Feluda, too, rose to his feet and walked slowly over to the instrument Mr. Dasgupta had described as a Kamanche. Then he went across to the melochord and pressed its black and white keyboard. The sweet notes that rang out sounded like an odd mixture of the piano and the sitar. Is this the instrument you had heard your Dadu play? Maybe. Feluda's next step, as he collects a sheaf of papers from the almirah for further examination at home, indicating the investigation will deepen. Sadhan seemed a very quiet and serious little boy, which was rather unusual for a boy of his age. Feluda said nothing more to him and moved on to open the almirah once more. He took a sheaf of papers from a drawer and asked Mr. Samadar, "May I take these home? I think I need to go through them at some length." "Oh yes, sure. Is there anything else?" "No, there is nothing else, thank you." When we left the room, I saw Sadhan staring out of the window, humming a strange tune. It was certainly not from a Hindi film. And the chapter 2 of the story ends here. In this chapter, we have certain intriguing details about the characters that actually lead us to make inferences about the plot and also the characters' motivations. I'll take up a few examples. Let's have a look at the first inference. the significance of the instruments. In this chapter, we get the reference to two important musical instruments, namely Kamanche and Melochord. These play a significant role in understanding Radharaman's life and the mysterious death. Also, Surajit Dasgupta is quite keen in buying these instruments. So this actually deepens the mystery, and this is a very important inference that is related to this story. Now let's have a look at the second inference, that is the suspicious behavior of Mr. Dasgupta. He is so adamant in buying those two musical instruments that actually raises some kind of mystery behind this purchase. Also, his presence on the day of Radharaman's death suggests that he might be hiding something, or he has some vested interest in the instruments. So when we are reading the story, the mystery is actually deepening. I'm sure students, you're eager to find out the secret behind the death of the uncle. But before that, let's have a quick look at the task. You have to complete these 3 questions related to this chapter, and in the upcoming video, we are going to unravel this mystery and we are going to unravel this death related secret of Radharaman. So looking forward to meet you in the upcoming videos. Thank you.